What you're about to see is not a guarantee of income. Your results will vary, and you can see our income disclaimer at thehomebusinessacademy.com/earnings. Hey there, my friend. Welcome to this page. My name is Paul Hutchings, and I've got
Mike Hobbs
with me here today. And if your vision, if your dream is to build an amazing income from home or anywhere else in the world, and you want to do it in a way that makes you feel good about how you're doing it, in a way that makes yourself and the people around you better, and without all of the negatives that sometimes we run into in the home business profession, I really want to encourage you to tune in. Pay attention to this video, turn off all distractions, because this video right here, I promise you, it's totally unique, it's totally different from anything you've ever seen in your life, and it could be like a door to a whole new future. But first, who are we, and why should you listen to what we have to share with you on this page?
Yeah, so I'll go first. You know, I'm a military vet. I was in the military for 12 years, family man, so 5 kids, one on the way, which is awesome. But I struggled with freedom in my life. I was fighting for my freedom in the military, but what I was finding is I was leaving my family almost every other year, and it was very, very devastating on my life. I was depressed. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I started getting into business and home business specifically, and that allowed me to get out of that situation. So I was able to win my freedom in 2013, completely get out of the military. And what's cool is I've been able to be a top income earner in the last 2 network marketing companies that I was a part of. And I've been a top 10 affiliate for many well-named people, you know, just to name a few, like Ray Higdon, Russell Brunson. And those are just a couple of the people that I've been top 10 affiliate for. And what's awesome is we are going to be sharing everything that we know, and I'm going to be sharing everything that I know with you guys on this page, and give you an opportunity to lock arms with us and learn the information that we know and what's made us successful.
I love your story, Mike, and congratulations on your success. And so who am I? My name is Paul Hutchings. I'm married. I've got 4 beautiful little boys. I live in Southeast Idaho. And many years ago, I was working a job in a call center making $11.09 an hour. I was living in a single-wide trailer house, a 1984 single-wide trailer house, and I wanted more for my family, and I didn't like my job. And so I started looking for different things that I could do to build a better life in my future for myself. And so I found the home business profession, and I was so excited. I thought I was going to go out there and have success, but you know what happened? I fell flat on my face. I failed through 14 different companies, right? But then I found the right information and the right business model, and everything changed. And since finding those 2 things, the same things that we're going to share with you on this page, I went on to become the #1 income earner and recruiter in my company. The last 2 companies I built, I've been on the leadership council. I've been a top 1% income earner in the home business profession. What is all that done? Why is any of that important? Well, it's important because it's allowed myself and my wife and my family to fulfill some of our lifelong dreams, like buy our dream home in the country and pay off the mortgage so we can be debt-free, have enough money to save and invest so we can turn our money into more income-producing assets and even expand our freedom. And it's also given me an ability to do what I love near the people that I love. I work from home. My wife and kids are there. I'm only a few feet away from them while I'm building my business, and I'm just so grateful for that. So that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about Mike. And what about us? Why are we here on this video with you right now? Well, as much as we love the home-based business profession, as much as it's changed our lives, we got to a point about 2 years ago where we were building an income. We were actually on the leadership council with this particular company. We were making great money, but we got to a point where there were so many things that were happening in the business model that we were a part of, that even though we were making great money, even though we were having success, our hearts just didn't feel good about the way people were being treated. And so after all of our experience, we realized that we had a love-hate relationship with the home-based business profession. There's so many things we love about it, and right below this video, you know, we've listed out a bunch of those, but there's also a bunch of things that we hate. And so we came to a turning point where we had to say to ourselves, look, we're either gonna have to just quit this business altogether because we don't feel good about it anymore, or we're gonna have to do something different and create a new business model that had everything that we loved and none of the things that we didn't like. And so what we chose to do, Mike and I, we were actually building the same company. We flew to a company event. We met with the company owner. we said our goodbyes, we gave our hugs, and we said we're walking away from our business, we're walking away from this income because we want to be the change we wish to see in the world. And that's why we're here in this video right now with you, to share with you what we've created. So just real quick, what do you love about home-based business?
Yeah, so one of the things that I really love is I love the fact that we don't have to have a boss. You know, I remember I was working at a job at Walmart one time, and I was getting married, and I went to ask for vacation time, like, hey, can I have this vacation time so I can go on my honeymoon, right? We wanted to go on a cruise, we wanted to do a couple things, and they're like, well, no, you can't have that weekend off. So literally I was stuck with a choice. Okay, well, I can switch our wedding date, right, to please the job or the boss that I had, or I could just find a model to get out of this completely. So that's what the home business profession has allowed me to do is, you know, we have control of our own schedule.
Right.
We don't have to, like, hey, if I want a vacation, I don't have to ask someone for that.
Right.
Right. And
yeah.
and that's been the greatest thing.
I have a story just like that I won't go into, but I totally resonate with that. And one of the things that I love most about the home business profession is this idea that you and me and we and, you know, anyone who wants to can build a stream of pipeline income. I remember actually sitting in my single wide trailer house way back when I had a job. I was only making $11 an hour, and I cracked open a book, and that book was called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, he shared an idea with me, Robert Kiyosaki, that changed my life. And here's what he said. He said, it's possible to build a pipeline from your bank account to the marketplace where once that pipeline is built, the income continues to flow. And then what that does is that frees up your time so you can say, good job pipeline, keep dumping that money. I'm gonna go do the things that I really want to do. And to me, that represents freedom, right? Freedom to where we're not a slave to money, and we can actually do the things that we want to do. You know, that's right. The thing I love most. We have a whole list of other things that we love, and you can read those down below this video. But we also want to talk about some of the things that we don't like. What are some of the things that, you know, didn't resonate with us after all of those years? And what was one of those things for you, Mike?
So one of the biggest things that I didn't like about the home business profession is small commissions.
Yeah.
Like I was building a company once where people were paying, you know, $100 to $200 a month, and we were only earning about $5 per person per sale.
Wow.
So in order to make a decent income, you know, like a $3,000 a month income, you've got to have quite a few sales in order to do that.
Right.
So the tiny commissions definitely was a big negative, because most companies don't pay out more than, you know, I mean, at the most $10 per sale.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, sometimes people in home business make fun of people that have jobs, and they say, well, being in a job is like being on a hamster wheel. Well, when you're doing that, what you just described, you're like trading one rat race for another rat race. So I totally resonate with that. I'll tell you the thing that I dislike the most about some of the experiences that we've had in home-based business is companies and leaders will do things that actually hurt that pipeline money concept, right? Like, we want to build a stream of income that continues to come in. Well, what are some of the things that sometimes companies do? They'll go out of business, right? Well, you can't have residual income if the company goes out of business. You'll have leaders that maybe lie to people. Well, guess what? If your customer finds out they've been lied to, it doesn't feel very good, and they quit. And what does that do? That makes your income disappear, right? Another thing that sometimes happens is companies and leaders will be so concerned about profit that they will launch new products, and they're always selling stuff. And you go to an event and they're just trying to get you to buy more stuff. Well, what does that do to the customer? It makes them not feel very good, so they decide not to continue, and that kills residual income, right? And so that's one of the things that I dislike the most, is when people do things that hurt my residual income, because that's why I'm in this business, right? And so there's a few others that we've listed down below this video that you can check out and see if any of those things resonate with you. Long story short, we wanted to create a business model, a dream business model, income model, product line that has everything that we love and none of the things that we don't love. And that's why we've created what we're here to share with you today on this video.
So Paul, so how do we make money from home?
You know, that's a great question, Mike, especially since one thing we didn't mention is we've been blessed together to earn over $2 million in commissions from home. And that's one of the questions people ask us all the time is like, how have you done that? How do you make money from home? And the concept is actually very, very simple. In any legitimate business model, you have to have a product or a service that your customer wants and is willing to trade money for. And so once you have a product or a service that's irresistible, so that when they see that, they're like, I want that, all you have to do is show them what you've got, right? And then they'll be like, not all of them, like, you know, there's never a product or service that's a fit for every single person, but if you have something that's irresistible, you simply show it to them, and if they want it, they buy it. So like if I had something great, I'd say, hey Mike, would you be open to taking a look at this awesome thing that I found?
Yep. Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then I show Mike the offer, he likes it, he buys it, I get a commission, right?
Yeah.
And it's that simple.
Yeah, it just reminds me of like the 2 best ways to make money online, and that's what we'll talk about right now. And the number 1 is affiliate marketing, right?
Yep.
And just a quick little background about affiliate marketing. You've probably heard of Amazon, right? Or Walmart or a lot of these other companies, but most companies nowadays have an affiliate program where they offer a commission when you refer their product. So let's take Amazon, for example. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of Amazon, there's become an affiliate. You become an affiliate, and then let's say you want to tell your best friend about a book that you've been reading.
Yep.
You can actually give them your link to that book and earn a commission. But the problem with that in typical cases is how much do you earn on a book?
Not
right?
very much.
Like they'll probably pay you out like 1% to start out, and maybe you'll work your way up to a 3% commission from an Amazon product, which is great if you're selling a lot of products, thousands and thousands and thousands of products. So what we like is we like combining affiliate marketing, that affiliate marketing model, with the information model. So what do you like about the information?
Yeah, and real quick, just a couple other points on the affiliate model is, you know, one thing that I love about that is your income is only limited by the amount of sales or referrals you make. So what that means is that your income is 100% in your own hands. So if you want to make a lot more, it's all up to you. And I love my destiny being in my own hands.
Yeah.
And the other quick thing that I want to point out about the affiliate model and Amazon specifically is, you know, our goal, like our mission in life is to help people make money from home in a way that gives them freedom and in a way that helps them, you know, feel good about how they're doing it. And so we were like, okay, what are the most profitable business models in the world? And the one that Mike just talked about, did you know that Jeff Bezos is actually the richest man on the planet? Like he has the highest net worth. And so that business model is worth studying, right?
Right.
So like that's number 1, the affiliate model. And just like Mike said, one of the downsides is that, you know, you can only earn a small amount of commission. So like, let's say your goal is to make $3,000 a month. If you're only earning $3 per sale, then you literally have to make 1,000 sales to make $3,000. And if that's a one-time sale and not a recurring sale, in order to make $3,000 every single month, you literally have to make 1,000 new sales every month. And I don't know about you, like that does not sound like very much fun to me. And so, yeah, so that gets us to the second business model that we looked at, and we just asked ourselves, you know, who are the most wealthy people in the world? So we got Jeff Bezos, number 1. Well, before Jeff Bezos became the richest man on the planet, who was the richest man right before that? A guy by the name of Bill Gates, who owned a company called Microsoft. Well, what kind of a business model was Microsoft? Microsoft essentially was an information company. They wrote software, which means they wrote code, which is information. And one of the reasons that information is so profitable is because once your product is created, like when Microsoft first created Windows, they made the product one time, but then they could sell it again and again and again and again, and the cost of goods did not go up. It's like writing a book and making it available in digital format. When that author sells 1,000 books it costs him or her just as much as it costs to make that first initial book. So it's an incredibly profitable business model, right?
Yep, and when you combine both of them, so you combine the ability to control your own destiny, control your own money that you make with affiliate marketing, with information where you can pay out or you can earn the most amount of commissions from, because there's the most amount of profit margin. Like, think about a product that you go to Walmart for. There's cost in creating the product, there's cost to ship it to the warehouse, there's costs all over the place. But information, like you said, you just create it once and there's no more cost to that product.
Right.
So you can, like, when you're trying to build a model to where you're making money from home, that's the best kind of product to sell, because you can make the most amount of money because you have the least amount of margin.
Right. So like, if your goal is, like he said, to make the most money possible, then information is a great way to go. But here's the other thing that I love about information is not only do we want to make as much money as we can for our efforts, we also want to make the biggest impact that we can in people's lives and in the world around us. And it just so happens that information is one of the things that can make the biggest difference in a person's life. I think back to my story. I struggled for many years, had lots of failure, had big dreams, but it just wasn't working. Well, what made the difference for me? The right information came along where I learned the right things to do, and I learned how to have faith and have the right vision for my future. Everything changed. I went on to success. It was information that made the difference. And the last thing that I want to highlight about information is that it has a high perceived value, right? And what does that mean? Well, in the country that I live in, which is the United States of America, one of the common beliefs in society is that people should go to school, go to college, get a good education. And so we have a situation where most everyone believes that spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 for a college education is a great thing to do. That's because education and information has a high perceived value. Well, how does that translate into a business benefit if you're marketing information? Well, now we know that most people in the market, they already highly value information, so they're used to paying good money for information, which translates to profits for anyone who does it in the right way.
Exactly. Like, think about the colleges. They probably make bank, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, think about all the students who are paying thousands of dollars every couple months or whatever for every single student. So information is a very highly profitable model. We see it all over the place, and that's what we wanted to do when we created the Home Business Academy. Is we wanted to merge those two industries together, because we actually believe that you should control your destiny when it comes to your income. You shouldn't rely on duplication or something. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but what we found when we're building businesses, like we've built collectively like tons of different businesses online, and what we've found, it always comes to your personal efforts, and then from there it duplicates, right? You have to you have to actually make the sales first. You have to build that foundation. So why not make the most amount of money possible on that foundation and get rid of all the other stuff? So we like those two business models the best, and we've combined it.
Yeah, we've combined it. We've combined those two business models along with all of our values, which are the things we love and the things we don't love, which you can see all on this page. And there's a great chance you read through that list. If you've been in home business, you probably resonate with those. Like, maybe you didn't like put your finger on it, but you just knew that when those things were happening, you didn't feel good inside. And so it gave you a bad taste for home-based business. And even if you've never joined a home-based business before, odds are you've seen them. And I would ask, what is the reason you didn't join? And I'm willing to say that there's a high chance the reason you didn't join is because of those things that we put on that list. And so what if there were a business model that had everything that you loved, none of the things that you didn't love, and paid high profit for your effort so you could make the most amount of money possible, and also you could deliver products that really make a difference in people's lives and help them? That's what we're here to talk about. And so one of the things that we also understood is that if we want to help people make money, we have to make the sales process as easy as possible, right? So that when your potential customers come to look at the page or the offer, it has to be almost a no-brainer. And so one of the things that we knew we had to do was we had to put together an irresistible offer. We had to put together something that was so good that when people saw it, they were like, I want that. And then they would go ahead and make a decision, right? Because that makes sales easy. And so that leads us to the offer, right? That we put together.
Exactly. And in fact, we made this so good that we are literally losing money giving you this offer right now on this page. So I want you to pay attention to what we're having here, and I hope you like it. So we're going to actually go to our screen and we're going to show you exactly what you get when you make a decision today. In fact, we're not going to allow every single person that's watching this video to join the Academy. We want to pre-qualify people to make sure that you're a good fit for what we have. So we have an application process before you're actually able to join and take advantage of our crazy irresistible offer here on this page. So we're going to go ahead and just go right into it on our screen right here and show you exactly what we have the offer, and then give you the opportunity to take action and fill out that application.
Yeah, and so if you fill out the application and you qualify, here's what you're going to get when you join the Home Business Academy today. Number one, exclusive affiliate rights, so you can refer others to our products and earn $100 residuals and $400 to $800 one-time commissions, which is an 80% payout. The ability to refer just 2 customers and be in positive cash flow, in essence, making your business free. Commissions paid each Friday on a 7-day payout cycle, so the money does come quick when you make sales. You're also going to get an 8-video social media module that teaches how to generate simple, free, unlimited leads with Facebook, and you can use that to build any business that you want to build from home. That 8-video social media module is $197 value. You'll also get a new personal development training audio updated each weekday to help you stay inspired, educated, and motivated with lessons from top earners and community members. And this is incredibly useful for stabilizing residual income. That's a $97 value. You're also going to get access to our complete audio gold mine, which has over 1,100 leadership and personal development audios that have already produced 6- and 7-figure earning home business entrepreneurs. That's a $297 value. You're also going to get a 15-video step-by-step YouTube ranking course so you can learn how to generate the best high-quality leads for your business online for free. That's literally a $497 value. In addition to that, we have a live weekly interactive marketing coaching webinar so you can get all of your questions answered with coaching from top earners. Mike and I, as I mentioned, we've earned over $2 million in commissions from home. We also have others in our community who have been very, very successful, 7-figure earners and multiple 6-figure earners that show up to those masterminds as well. That's a $297 value. And also that makes it so you'll never feel stuck. I don't know if you've ever been in a business or a system where you join something and then they said, just follow the training and never bother us, right? Well, what happens when you have a question, or what happens when you want some feedback, or what happens when you hit a wall and you feel like you're stuck? You need some help to move forward, right? And that's what those coaching masterminds are for. You're also going to get a 7-video lead magnet course that teaches how to craft a free giveaway that sets you apart from the crowd and helps you attract the best leads for your business. That's $197 value. So everything that I mentioned up to this point has if you add up all the value, and by the way, these are not over bloated values. These are actually very realistic values of similar products, prices you would actually have to pay if you went out and tried to buy the same information. That totals up to a value of $1,582.
And just want to point out one thing too on those offers that we just mentioned, is that, like he said, that it's not overvalued. Because that YouTube modules alone, those 15 YouTube modules, I literally, we bought every single course on YouTube training. We've done all the different type of YouTube over the last 5 years or so, ranking videos on YouTube. In fact, you have a pretty cool story on a sale that you made.
Yeah,
right?
like when you know, I mentioned that I struggled for a long time in my home-based business. Well, I started to learn how to market on YouTube, and I remember like within a few weeks of applying this information, I literally got a voicemail from a lady back east, and she left a message, so I read it like in the Google Voice text. So I log in my email, and it says, "Hey Paul, this is Lynn from New Jersey. I found your video on YouTube. I guess all I just need is your distributor ID number so I can join." And I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yep. So we like that alone, like what would that be worth to you in your business, right?
Yeah.
Being able to get leads like that.
Yep.
But I paid upward of $8,000 for one course, and their main strategy was YouTube training.
Yep.
Right? I've paid $500 for courses, and we literally, it's a $497 value on the page. But guys, we have spent way more money learning that stuff and trial and error and all that, so it's worth a lot more than that. And then the social media training, that's where I got my very first sales online. Like I started doing the social media training that we put in there, and literally my first 30 sales in 30 days came from that training.
I love it.
So
I love it.
So you can literally get up and started without any websites. Like literally you could just take the affiliate link that we offer you, do our social media training, and make sales.
I love it.
You don't even have to create videos or content, and you can be making sales literally this month.
Yep.
If you follow that.
So what's cool is not only are you going to get everything that we're talking about, which is a $1,582 value if you fill out the application and get accepted, but we're also going to give you some other things that I'm going to talk about here in just a second. But I wanted to cover one idea real fast, because sometimes when you hear that people are giving away so much value, you might be wondering, you know, that sounds too good to be true, or like, why would they be giving us so much value? Well, I want to bring you back to our goal, which is to help people build a long-term, life-changing income. And one thing we realize, in addition to the irresistible offer creating an easier sales process, is we realize that we don't want people to just join, right? That's one thing. Making a sale, earning a commission is one thing. We want people to, once they join, love what they get so much that they want to stay forever, right? Because that creates a stable income. So this is why we're giving away so much value to whoever makes the decision to fill out that application and get started. So in addition to that $1,582 worth of value, you'll also get these bonuses when you join. Membership in our private members-only Facebook group, where you can learn from and network with other serious home business owners. That's a $97 value at least. LinkedIn Recruiting Mastery with one of our community six-figure earners, where you can learn how to generate simple yet extremely high-quality leads for your business with LinkedIn. That's a $47 value. Irresistible Invitations module, so you can learn how to invite people to look at your business in a way that they are almost literally powerless to resist. That's a $47 value. We also have a 12-video blogging module that you'll get, so you can learn how to set up and run a blog that produces leads and effectively follows up so you can make more sales. That's a $197 value. And the last thing you'll get if you decide to fill out the application and get started today is you'll get a Facebook video ads module that was done by one of our friends and community members who's earned well over 7 figures from home, and he teaches his exact formula for generating high-quality leads on Facebook with video. That's at least a $47 value. So all of the bonus value is at least worth $435. You add that up, the product value plus the bonus value, and you get an actual real-world value of $2,017.
Dang.
That's amazing, right?
That is crazy. So you're probably asking yourself, well, you're giving us $2,000 worth of value. Like, how much is this going to cost? Like, is this going to be like a $1,000 course, or like, you know, $500 a month or something, right?
Yep.
No, guys, like literally we wanted most people to have success, the most people possible to have success in this industry, that we wanted to give you an incredible deal. We have so much faith in what we have to offer. We believe that everybody should be able to experience this if you qualify to work with us. So we are going to give you a crazy offer today. In fact, we lose money on this. We were just doing the math
last night.
Like we were so crazy. We're like, well, maybe we should charge a little bit more so we actually make some money from this offer. But we're like, you know what? We want to make this so crazy because we believe in what we have. We believe in it so much that we're going to give it to you for $1 today.
$1. So here's what's also crazy. One of our attorney actually looked at our commission model and he said, you guys are crazy. You shouldn't pay out that much in commissions. But we know our model. We know our overhead is low. And so we've done the math and we know we can pay it out. But what's funny about that is our attorney says you're paying out way too much in commissions. But then we do this offer where we're like, this is actually going to cost us money, right? Yeah. But we're a little crazy like that. We want to help you make money and make sales. And so, yeah, $1. It's absolutely incredible. And so if you fill out the application, you can get everything we've mentioned for $1. That gets you 7 days access to everything we've talked about. So you can get in our community, check out the product, see if it resonates with you, see if this is something that you too want to share with others and build an income with. And the last thing that we want to talk about before we let you go is one of the questions that oftentimes comes up is, well, what makes you so different from everyone else in the marketplace? And I really hope, just from what we've shared so far, you can tell that we are different just in our intentions and everything we've talked about. But there are some specific things that we want to cover that really make our differences stand out.
And so the first thing that makes us different is you refer to people and you are literally in profit mode. Like, can you think of a business model? Like, just think of any business model, like a restaurant, brick and mortar, online business, any type of business model that you can think of. Do you know of anything that you are literally in profit on your second sale?
Never.
Like, in fact, they have a big thing called Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like, it takes businesses typically 11 months or so to get in the black, which is profit.
Wow.
11 months to get in profit. It takes 2 sales to be in profit with our business model. That's one very, very unique thing that's different.
Yeah, and even in the home business profession, one thing that we have seen is, well, refer 3 and your product is free. Right. Well, ours is refer 2, your product is free and you're in profit. Yep. So like, it's crazy, right? Yep. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we have an 80% commission model that pays out as much or more than so-called 100% commission plans. And why do we say that? Like so-called,
yep.
like.
Well, because a lot of those 100% plans, they go out of business because they can't sustain that kind of a model. So what do? They add an admin fee, which is non-commissionable. So you're not even earning a commission on that amount of the sale. So
right.
you're paying literally the price of the product.
Yep.
You're getting 100% of that product, but then you have the admin fee where you get 0% of that part of the admin. So then you end up being a little bit less than what we pay, because we pay on the entire product sale,
right?
Not just the product part, because we don't have an admin fee.
Right, and when we started the Home Business Academy, we actually thought about doing a 100% commission plan, but then we realized that we would have to do an admin fee, yep. And one of our values is to under-promise and over-deliver and always be upfront and honest in everything that we do so that people can trust us, because you can't build a long-term business and income without trust. And so that's why we decided to do the 80% plan, which is in essence the same as, or maybe even more than, some 100% commission plans, but because it's right on the table, it's open and honest, everyone feels good about it, and that's a good foundation for building a long-term income from home. Yeah, so that's the second thing. The next thing I want to talk about real quick is we have perfectly priced products, and a phrase that we like to use when we refer to our perfectly priced products is not too much, not too little. Our products are perfectly priced so that everyone can afford them, so that our customers get great value for the dollars that they put out, so our affiliates make a great income for their efforts, but then also so that no one ever gets hurt.
Yep. And we also focus on principles of financial literacy versus just the material aspects of wealth. And what does that really mean, Paul?
Well, so many times in home-based business, you see like pictures like Lamborghinis and mansions and, all of these crazy pictures of luxurious wealth. And while we're not against those things, we know that to build a life of real financial freedom, we'll quote Robert Kiyosaki. What does he say? He says, you buy assets, not liabilities. Well, when you're flashing pictures up on the screen all the time and putting a focus on that, then people get the wrong association. They think that having Lamborghinis and mansions means that you're financially free, and it can mean that, but it can also mean that you're very, very steeped in debt, which is the opposite result that we want to produce, right? So we focus on real principles of financial freedom versus the shell, right? It's like if there's a shell and there's a nut, the principles of financial freedom are the nut. And so we don't want to advertise the shell. We want to advertise the nut so that people can actually get the goodness of what's inside that food.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing that we love to do is if we hold a live event, we want to make it super fun and we don't charge for it. So like our event model is a free event model, which is different because most other event models are trying to make a profit, or they'll try to sell you while you're there.
Right.
This last event we went to, it literally, we had fun, we masterminded, there was nothing for sale, it was just there to build community, and it was fun, and it wasn't pressure, and it wasn't like you had to be there to make money, because that's the thing we don't believe. We believe this is how you make money. We already told you how you make money. You find an offer, you tell someone about the offer, and you make a commission. That's how you make money from home. You don't have to go to the event or be pressured to go to events to make money. So we made our event model the best event model I can ever think of, or anyone can ever think of.
And it contributes to building a long-term residual income in a community that people feel good about. And that leads us to our next difference is we have a heart-centered philosophy and community. And what that means is that you can be supported, contribute, grow, and feel good about how you're building an income and make a difference in the world. And that's a little bit different. You know, some cultures we've been a part of, it's all about ego. It's all about the leaders are better than everyone else. You know, there's all this competition. In our community, we don't resonate with that. And so we're a heart-centered community, which means we care about people. We care about coaching. We care about relationships. We care about helping people move forward. All of that in addition to the commission. And I think that's somewhat unique.
Exactly. And another unique thing is we believe in, you know, making the most good in this world that we possibly can. So we have a great business for people to come in and make money, but we also take a portion of every single sale and we give it to a worthy cause, right?
Yep.
You want to talk a little bit about the cause? Or?
Yeah, so when we were masterminding this whole idea of what do we want and what do we don't want, one thing that we wanted is we wanted to have something where as our income grew, it wasn't just all about us making money. We wanted to make it so that when we made a sale, we made money, our affiliates made money, the customer benefited, but that also something else good was happening in the world. And so we researched a bunch of charities and organizations, and we found this amazing organization called Feed My Starving Children, and they do a great job getting food to kids who otherwise wouldn't have it. And so for every $100 we pay in commissions, enough money is donated to Feed My Starving Children so that one child has 4 days worth of meals. And our community already has provided, I think, over 27,000 meals for hungry kids since we've been in business, which, I tell you what, that just makes my heart smile to know that in addition to the commissions we've earned and the products we've delivered, we've provided that effect in the world. And I really love that. And down below this page, there's a video. You can watch that and learn all about that organization. It'll pull at your heartstrings, but yeah, you can definitely check that out if you want.
Yep. And what's cool is we're able to do things like this because we have very low overhead. So that's another difference that we have. We literally, we use the best tools, the best resources, and we don't overspend. Like one example is I used to be a part of a company where we were doing really well. Like
you were an owner, right?
Yeah, I was an owner in a company. I was with 4 partners, and we earned $300,000 in revenue in 1 month. So I was, you know, we're getting to the end of the month where we take our payout. And I was like, well, how much profit have we made? How much can we pay out? And all 4 of us got a $5,000 payout.
Wow.
So out of $300,000 in revenue, we made a $20,000 profit.
And where did the rest of the money go out of the 300 grand?
Wasted into like programming fees and just wasteful money. Like there was even a time where we rented like a stadium like for an event.
Wow.
Right? You know, so like there's just like tons of wasted money. So when we founded the Home Business Academy, we're like, let's figure out a way to keep our overhead low so that we can do things like the charity and we can do things like pay you 80% of the money. You know, that's what we wanted. We wanted you to make the most amount of money. So in order for us to do that, we had to keep our overhead low, and we've done that.
We've done that. I love it. I love it. And the last thing that we want to share with you is I just want to share with you a couple of quotes that resonate with where we're going and our vision that we have for not just our business and helping people make money, but the effect that we want to produce in the world. One of our favorite quotes comes from a lady named Margaret Mead, and she said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, concerned citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." And you know, that's our vision. We want to change the world through our products, through our philosophy. We want to shine our lights. We want to transform ourselves. In fact, you see on our shirts, there's a picture of an oak tree. That is a metaphor of transformation. What that means is that all of our products and our community and our philosophy is meant to transform people, help them become better, help them think better, help them become more influential, transform their bank accounts, transform their marketing, transform their lives. And as we transform, the world can also transform as well. And I love that. I love that about what we're doing.
I totally love it too. You know, one of our biggest philosophies is freedom through principle-centered leadership. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to help you win your freedom, whatever that means to you, in a principle-centered way. And so if you resonate with everything that we talked about here today, we just want to invite you to fill out the application. Take us up on our $1 crazy.
$1.
I mean, I just laugh when we say that because we are literally paying you to join this company and check out what we have, because we believe in it so much that we want you just to get on the inside, experience our community, and we can help you in whatever dreams and goals that you have. So we're excited about it, and I can't wait to see you on the inside.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If what we've shared has resonated, click the form, fill out the application, and we hope to have an opportunity to lock arms with you, help you build an income, and make the world a better place in the process. Take care, and bye for now.